hello, Tina Tubers. Here we are. It's been a week tomorrow since he had his surgery, and it's been his first day. He was sad, and I'll put some pictures in here, but he's just back to his crazy self, driving me a little nuts. But I had to get up every 3 hours or so with him to, I hope his stitches look okay. See, he won't let you, he gets, look. Okay, show him how crazy you are. Show him how crazy you are. I guess he hasn't opened up his stitches yet. I took the cone off because he was very sad and he wasn't eating. And all he wants to do is play, but I keep him contained in his cage because he's just too crazy. And I bought a onesie, surgical onesie, so that he could be free of the cone, but not lick the stitches. Now you would think that, I don't know, I expect a lot because I am older and customer service and doctors and everything is so different. My doctors always called after surgery and said, how's the dog the next day? No call. I said, can I talk to the doctor after surgery? Oh yeah, I'll go get him. Because I had a lot of questions, like the groomer said he looked like he had an ear infection, wanted to make sure they microchipped him. What else? He had a little umbilical hernia, he said, when he first saw him, when he was second visit. And he said, I'll take care of that when I do his neutering. I wanted to see if they did that. He had his breath was terrible, and even though I brushed it, didn't know if it was due, so I said check his teeth. So anyways, I barely got anything from him. He did say he had to extract a baby tooth that needed to come out, but it wasn't infected. I told the girls to tell him that if you mess with him, he will bite you. So anyways, I said, and I knew they put the anesthesia needle in their front paws. And I said, did he bite you? And he said, yeah. I said, yeah, well, I told the girls to be ready. I'm sure they're used to all that, but I'm not. So anyways, I let him stay in the cone. The first day I brought him home at noon. And then he got up every 3 hours for pain meds, like he cried. And what I've done is he's controlled in his pen, going back to the pads, no diaper, of course, because he's got stitches and I don't want to irritate it down there. So anyway, he's gone potty on the pad and pooped on the pad every time. He's not gone off of it on the floor, nothing like that. So he knows what to do. And again, I think the trainer, I remember them saying the more space you give them as a puppy, the problems are going to come, and especially with these little ones, if I don't take them outside to pee. There's no routine. So anyway, I don't know, guys. He's a handful. So I tried to there's a place that you cut the pee. Let me show you what I got. They're really very nice. Let me show you. Another $17 down the drain. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Here, okay. So here's his little outfit. It's a onesie. And see, let's see, where you put it over his head, okay? And then there's a little place of the fabric that you cut out for his pee-pee, wherever that is, down here. The girl is up higher. Anyways, I tried to even get it over his head and he went nuts. And I thought, well, this is stupid. I can't control that. So anyways, I said, you know what? If he gets it off or if he opens it up, I'll take him in and they'll have to deal with it. Or I'll take this with me and say, put it on him. I don't know. He's a lot for me. But I love you. We'll see. And he barks and goes crazy when I go out of the room. So I'm trying to let him bark. And so we'll see how that goes. And I think what I know people say, they have their opinions, like people that keep them caged, like he's in a big cage. They feel that's bad for them, and I think I felt bad for him. But when he's this rowdy and he's that, now see what he does? Look, he wants to go after me, my hands. When he's that rowdy, he's going to stay contained until he's better. Because I'm the one that's in control, right? Anyways, Letty, I just watched your video of Frank getting stuck in the snow and Mark having to go get Noah. But I'm glad that's all working out. And then your boots you got, you know, I mean, third world problems, I know, but you poor people in the snow. Oof, I remember those times. But it has been cool here. Yesterday it was cold and I loved it. And we might have that a couple days a week. I never turn my heat on because it doesn't get below. It was 69 in the house, big deal. I like to keep it like that with the AC on in the summer, or at night at least. Anyway, the Lions, I'm from Michigan, and so Tampa played the Lions yesterday, and we lost. So sad, but happy for the Lions because they haven't gone to the playoffs in, I don't know, 32 years or something. So I'm happy for them. The other thing is, I know that you know, if any of you watch, I've gone down the rabbit hole with Scientology, how much I hate the whole culty situation. And one of the gals, Relatable Reese, which Letty even talked about, she's coming to Clearwater, and they're now doing protest and walking the streets of LA and Clearwater, where the big Scientology places are. There's places all over the world, but they're starting with these. And they're just protesting, standing outside and protesting. In Clearwater, it's like a blank slate. You walk down the streets, and I've always wanted to walk down there, but I'm too afraid to go by myself. I don't know why I'm afraid. I just don't want to I don't trust them. They're nuts. So anyways, Reese is coming to Clearwater, and Aaron Levin Smith, or Aaron Smith Levin, I always get it wrong. He's the one I've watched from the like right after Leah Remini's show. Can't remember, the Aftermath. Well, he started the Aftermath Foundation with Mike Rinder and Claire and some of the others, and then they kind of did him dirty a couple months ago. So they kicked him out of off the board, and he's going to start his own foundation, and that way he can not be under the, you know, there's personality stuff that always goes on. So anyways, he was in Los Angeles on Friday, and he was staying just for the weekend to be there with the protesters. Leah Remini had a court case that morning that he didn't get to go to. But watching him live, there's a whole bunch of stories behind this. But anyway, this guy was with a pit bull, and he was one of the guys that had accosted with his dog some protesters during the week, and they tried to call the police. Police didn't do anything about it. So when he saw him, he said on his phone, you know, he's filming everything on the streets in front of the Scientology Center. This guy walks by with his bulldog, and he goes, "Oh, that's the guy that, you know, the dog." Anyway, so this guy turns around, and Aaron wanted him to hear it. I mean, he wasn't, but he didn't go after him. He just kind of walked to the side of the street. He was filming him. This guy went ballistic. He had a cane that he was walking with, and the dog on the other hand. So he picked up the cane and knocked the phone off the holder, and then the dog tried to bite Aaron, and Aaron went to get his phone off the ground, and this guy just punched him in the side of the face. And then he took the dog off the hook and let the dog go after him. And so the only way that dog didn't get a hold of him is he stuck his gimbal stick in that dog's mouth, and the guy called the dog off of him. So Aaron, long story short, and he's there with a bunch of protesters. Aaron said, you know, we need to call the police. Like, he was pretty shook. He took his hat off, and his face, side of his head was all red. And he was a little shook. Anyway, so then Reese gets on live and everybody's contacting everybody saying, oh my God, Aaron is, was attacked. Well, it took them, if you want to see it, it's, let's see, go to Growing Up in Scientology. But there's just a bunch of people out there with, thank God he had everything on film, but from his angle. But then there was a lot of people that shot the whole scene from the other angle. So it's all there. There's not anything, it's all there. It's all proof of what happened. And this guy lied to the police, said that he went and that he was stalking him. Anyway, 2.5 hours, they finally come to take his report. He gives the report, and then more people show up, and then they're just yakking with this guy, the attacker. And then they kept fooling around and messing around. Then this one guy that looks like he's right out of the movies, like the hardcore cop, the bald-headed cop with the sunglasses, he comes out of the car 2.5 hours later, and he's chumming it up with the guy and his friends that were there to support the guy that was the perpetrator with the dog. And anyway, finally Aaron said, and the guy did say in the film after he slugged him and everything, I'm going to kill you. I will kill you. So anyway, the bald guy, finally, Aaron said, what's going on? Like, are you not going to arrest him? He goes, well, let me say that we would like to try to have a peaceful resolution. And this guy, he said, if you do want to press charges, that means you have to come here for depositions and stuff. Will you show up? In other words, they were trying to get him to say, no, I'm not going through that. Forget it. Drop the charges. He wanted to make a citizen's arrest or a personal, they call it a PPA or something like that. And so Aaron kind of started getting agitated, and because he goes, they're not going to arrest him. Like, he couldn't believe it. Well, what happened? So then the cop said, well, if you want to arrest him, that means we're going to have to arrest you because he's saying that you stalked him. And he goes, did you look at the films? He goes, well, we sent him on to our detective. He goes, where's the detective? He goes, he's back in the office. And he goes, oh, well, it's clear. There's not a shadow of a doubt what took place. And he's telling him that he would send these other guys from their camera. Anyway, they freaking arrest Aaron. And they frisk him and they cuff him. And the guy that was the perpetrator, they let him stand there. They never patted him down. They held a bag open for him to empty his pockets, and he emptied his pockets of 5 knives. Okay? So they take Aaron. So now everybody's on Reese's channel going, Reese, oh my God, Aaron is in jail. And it was Friday, so they're hoping, oh my God, I hope they don't keep him overnight, until he can get bail on Monday. So it was a little wild. It was a little hairy. And to see that was a little unsettling, right? And so anyway, I'm going to meet Reese in Clearwater when she comes in February and go down to the hotels and stuff and protest. And, basically it just be a support system and maybe use my phone to tape Reese and Aaron and stuff like that. So anyway, this went on all night long because it took them hours to come finally do something. And then they took him in the police station and they cuffed him to a bench in a bathroom for 4 hours. And this guy, the cop, they feel is in with Scientology, because they found some dirt on him. Like, he's at all their Christmas parties singing and doing all this stuff with Scientology. But while Aaron was in the police station and all these protesters for Aaron were outside waiting, they didn't think he was going to come out, but they were still there. And there's a word for it, but I can't think of it. In support of Aaron, this cop was standing on top of the building, looking down, laughing at everybody. Anyway, so Aaron is suing the LAPD I don't know how that's going to go, and we'll see. But that was all night. So that was my soap opera for that night. So I wrote to Reese and I said, you know, she was scared. She goes, I don't know if I should go down there in Clearwater and protest. Like, I can't be arrested. Like, I would just, that would be the end of me. Like, that would be the end of me, that I couldn't have, you know, my makeup routine and my, she was kidding, but it would be the end. And I certainly don't want to have that happen either. But I like, you know, I like the excitement of everything. You know, I like to, I don't know. I just do. So I will keep you guys posted. He did get released after 4 hours. He got released. And so if any of you are Scientology, but are against Scientology and the cult that it is, you know, go watch Erin's show, Growing Up in Scientology. Reese does not go into Scientology that much at all. She just gets on there and talks about everything. And she's amazing. She's got quite a following, almost 18,000 people in 6 months that she's been on. And now she's got physicians, OBGYN, that's going to come on and be able to, everybody can write in and talk to the OBGYN. She's hysterical, and she'd have to be excited with Reese. So anyway, I've seen Chris Oldham on there. Hi, Chris. And so, you know, and her husband was on there the other night. She gets a little over the top for me with sexuality and stuff, but there's nothing she won't talk about or say. So she is quite, I don't know, jaw-dropping sometimes, and I don't know, it's better than watching the late night show. So anyway, I'll let you guys know about that, but I'll be on here before then. Wish me luck with the puppy dog, right? Say bye. Say bye. Oh, and I got one of those cool frames that that show the pictures, da-da-da, My brother has one, so I can send him pictures straight to his picture frame. And because years ago, I had pictures everywhere, frames. I think that was the thing. I don't know. And now at my age, I don't want all that crap. I don't want to have it all over the place, and I don't want to have to dust it. But it is so cool to sit here and see the pictures. And so I have it on a console right across the table from me. Let me turn this around and show you. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's see. Can I do it? I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. That's the girls the other night or the other day. So I have different albums, Snapchat albums. I hope you can see this. Anyway, I like it. It's nice for somebody that doesn't come on. It's nice for somebody that doesn't what? I don't know. Doesn't want a bunch of frames around, but loves to see pictures. And so I'm going to put them under categories, so it's taken time. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening. It's been a really weird weather. Like, I know everybody's getting, you know, like terrible weather and snow, but it's been rainy off and on, cloudy. And then yesterday was a bit of sunshine, but cold, like for here. It was 48 in the morning. That's not cold, I know, but for here. And I think it got to 61 or something like that. I wish it would do that for a lot more. I don't mind when the sun isn't shining or it's raining. I do my stuff around here. I stay busy. I don't know. I don't know. I'm fine just being right here. But, so anyways, I'm doing another diamond painting. I did the manger scene. I got that done. Now I'm doing a doggy one that is cute as heck. So I do puzzles, and I just have a good old time. Anyway, you guys, I will see you soon. Stay healthy. I know this is the time of year everybody's starting to fail and fade. But you tell them hello, okay? Say hi to the baby. All right, we'll see you later. Love you. Bye. I'm going to close the video for today. Remember, be good to yourself, be good to others, and God will bless your efforts. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.